Okay, all right, all right, all right. Put the keyboard in the keyboard holster. So I'm assuming we're live. I never know how quickly it starts, but it usually does. So welcome back. Whoa, okay, this is week 8. So after the race today, we're going to have a full 8 scores. So essentially, the championship. Wait, let me go to my pal Al's page, show you this. So the way the championship works is that 1 out of 4 races count and 8 out of 12 weeks count. So you'll see here, this is the... Okay, so here at Oulton Park I only ran 2, so the highest one counts. Here I ran 8 at Lime Rock, so the 2 yellow ones are the 2 highest scores that count. You'll see that average here over to the left. Roscogan, I ran 18 races. 18 really doesn't make sense. I probably shouldn't have. I could have saved some points by not running those last 2, or actually, quite frankly, the last 6. I only had 1 decent race in the last 7. It does seem to happen a little bit. At some tracks, it seems like later in the week just don't do as well. You notice the concentration. Oh, excuse me, please. More yawning. I've only had 1 jar of coffee. But anyway, so we're at Okayama again, except this time it's the short course. It's a short course. Makes actually the race seem longer, strangely enough, because there's more laps. There is an opportunity to get away from people. There's also an opportunity to get crashed out. So we're just gonna play it. Gonna have some fun, play, see what happens. Just try not to get too hung up on anything in particular. Just see. Ideally, I'd like to get back up to 3K by the end of this week, which should be doable as long as I can avoid the 4Xs. I'm assuming that the mic's problem has been solved. I'll check again to see if everything kind of makes sense when the time comes. All right, so what are we gonna do now? So let's go. Let's go see who we're racing against today. Doo -doo -doo. Okay, it's a 2186, so a 2.2 strength of field. Right away, I see Alex, so there's no way I'm gonna win this race. Well, we also got Jake in here, so probably not going to finish second either. Caramago. Okay, there's a couple of guys in here. So, yeah, this probably, well, we'll see. But it could be interesting. Doo, doo, doo. Let me just double check. We got a couple minutes. Gonna check little the volumes here. Boom, 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 doo, 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 doo. Okay, I think that all makes sense. What do we got? 10. My pace is in the 101s. Um. Okay. I promise to have a couple of cups of coffee before we do the next one. Okay, right now I'm going to be starting in 10th, it looks like. So, 12 drivers. So I believe I need to pass, is it 5 out of 12? I should have this stuff memorized, shouldn't I? Let me just do a quick check here. Yeah, so I got to pass 5 out of 12 or 5 out of 11, 4 out of 10. So 5 drivers to get the 1 star. So let's just see 8 drivers for a 2 star. That'd be nice. So if I'm starting in 10th, past 8, see, this is where they get confused. 2, 2, 2, 2. I'm so if I'm in 10th and I pass 8 people, that puts me in second. Yeah, so I don't expect that to happen. These guys at the front, unless they decide to battle it out and crash, I don't think I've got a shot at that. But I do get a shot at, come on, one more person qualify. Oh well. So I got a shot at, whatchamacallit, a solid shot at the 1 star. And let's just aim a little small, nice and conservative. Hopefully just have a nice, safe race. I've run a couple races in my other accounts. Had a decent result in my Run Everything account, and had an okay result in my Formula V account. Both of those are right around 4K, which is nice. That's like, 4K is decent pace. Like, quite frankly, yeah, I'm pretty pleased with being a 4K driver. Hopefully this guy will get to 3K. And, listen, 3K without qualifying is okay. The qualifying well avoids a lot of grief, and grief is the problem, right? Okay. Everything is set up where it belongs. The vocals, the mic, check 1, 2, check. Yeah, that seems to be working okay. Hopefully I'm not going to blow anybody's ears off. I got a bit of the sniffles. Better not be the you-know-whats. Okay. Let's do the gloves too. I have that lovely fake suede on my steering wheel, but tends to wear away. Got a decent crowd out. Okay. Oh, my VR is a little crooked. Hopefully that'll straighten out. I am, in fact, in 10th.
Position.
So,
12
gonna
minutes.
target 4th place.
Need to get on with this. Get ready. Go, go, go!
Far left. Clear left.
Start's alright, let's build on it.
Oh, here they go. Ease off, pull back.
Incident in turn 2. It's an incident in hyper. Looks like it's Perez.
Clear right.
Well, that's all the spots we need. Fellow behind me is angry.
Sector 2 is 1.1. Off the pace. Okay, Omar, 10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Okay.
The leader's just done a 101.6.
Leader's running quick.
E5, that was a 104.0.
Oh, so the guy behind me now is quicker.
Incident in Redman Corner. We think it might be Chris.
Okay, got a big run here.
On your left. Hold your line. Hold your line. Clear left.
You've just done a
Left side. Still there. Still there. Clear left. Car left. Clear left.
Trying not to spin. Now, the plan is to let the two guys behind me take each other out.
Alright, Omar, ignore that fucker in the mirror. Stick to your line. Nail those exits. P3, that last lap was a 102.7.
All right, focus.
That's the fastest lap of the race. That was a 101.9. The guy behind has just done a 102.0.
Mistake, let them catch up, unfortunately.
Okay, Omar, that's half distance. Fuel levels are fine.
Needed that. Break early.
That lap was at 102.4.
Man, that mistake is really going to be on April.
front is now 7.1. Sector 2 is 0.4 off the pace.
Okay, I got the quick guy behind me again.
The guy behind has just done a 101.9. There's an incident in Red Man Corner. There's an incident in Hobbs. It looks like Chris. There's an incident in Last Corner. It looks like it's Chris.
Okay.
We're 10th off the pace in Sector 3. Just ignore him, he'll go away.
No, he won't. He's pretty quick.
Front has just done a 101.8. The lap time was a 102.0. You're 10th off the pace in Sector 2.
Yeah, he's gonna throw it in there. So I'm gonna do defensive.
That's 2 minutes left. 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's not enough. We need 4/10 to be safe here.
P3.
Left side. Clear left.
That lap time was 102.0.
On your right. Hold your line.
Oh,
Hold your line. Clear right.
Don't let him get away.
On your right. Hold your line. Still there. Hold your line. Clear right.
oh, that was good fun.
Car right. Clear right. Left side. Hold your line.
What's your speed? Pit lane's 60 kilometers.
Clear left.
You've used half your fuel. P3. You need to find a 10th in Sector 3.
Car left. Hold your line. Clear left.
Incident in Turn 2. You think it might be Nelson? Sector 1 is 0.6 off the pace.
That was awesome.
Sector 2's 2/10 off the pace.
Ah, Sierra, thank you for racing Queen. I'm going to remember that,
Well
pal.
done,
Thanks
Omar.
very
Great
much.
drive. That's a podium.
So my last lap was dead slow, but dead defensive too. Sierra, thank you for racing Queen. I'm going to remember that, pal. Thanks very much. So, yeah, all right. So that's a great start to the week, quite frankly. Yeah, that's well, Andrew and Jake are just drop dead quick. There was if I had I may have been able. I probably would have qualified third had I qualified, and I may have had a chance to pass them because of the draft, but certainly not on pace alone. Both those guys are. If Alex is definitely quicker and Jake is probably quicker. There are times when it's a little bit like the old gunfight thing. Two gunfighters meet. They each have a thing called their time, how long it takes them to draw, fire, and hit what they're aiming at. The guy who wins is the guy who gets closest to his time without trying to go under and missing. Do you know what I mean? Like if you try to overdrive, you end up going slower. So there is a pace. Now, if you're behind a guy who's quicker, you've got the advantage of the draft. And if you're smart, you can sometimes pass that person and for the position. But, you know, it's also generally speaking the smart thing to do to stay behind, and get them to pull you forward depending on the race situation. So in this instance, I probably would have finished third even if I had qualified. So, you got to be pretty pleased with the result. I am gonna, for those of you who are interested, I'm gonna do a little bit of a quick rewind of that last battle. I'm gonna jump into. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I believe it's Acer. We're gonna jump into his car. How do I do this now? I'm going to jump into his car and watch it from his point of view. Okay. I'm going to start from about here. Let's go right into the cockpit. Oh, actually. One thing I did notice was that getting a little bit of an issue with the stream when my whatchamacallit, when the old video card, graphics card gets topped out. So let's see what I can do here. Okay, I want the cars to be on high detail. Everything foliage. I don't think I need foliage. Okay, I'm leaving the smoke on. I'm turning to set this stuff off to try to improve the old okay. Hopefully these settings should make the stream a little bit better. Okay, let's get back to this battle. turn that down a little. I can do that here. Okay. Let's make sure I'm racing clean. Missed it. I do like the helmet. So this is the 0.3 seconds back. I got to the apex. I'm going to give us here a green helmet. I should show you guys how I do that. Yep, this guy definitely knows how to drive. Okay, this is now point 2. This is the point where he will pull up ahead. So if I go to defensive, go right to the line. Watch what he does here. Does the undercut. But I got on the inside. Okay, now here he's going to try the undercut again, but what I do here is I do a little bit of a park at the apex. Now watch. So I keep slow down, keep it really tight. Yep, that was pretty lovely. Okay. Two. Okay, well, I probably should do this before I go to the scenes, just for anybody who's interested. So there were only 4 splits. I was the number. What was I? Boom. 2. Yeah, I was the number 3. I was the 3rd fastest Formula V driver in the world. And the guys that were quicker than me finished ahead of me. That's sort of the way it goes. Chelion, 14 incidences. Oh, we should have watched that. Okay, note to self. But, okay, I got my 0x. I got 103 points. I gained 42 iRating. I gained 0.5 safety rating. We're going to, and I believe that's a 1 star. Gained 7 spots. Yeah, that's the 1 star. So, I'm going to call that a perfect race. That's going to be my target race from now on. Get a 0x, a 1 star, gain iRating, gain safety rating. Now, if you can throw a win in there, a 2nd or a 3rd star, even better. But if every race was like this, you know, and again, for those of you looking at if you look in the description, you'll see the accumulated stats. You'll see that, you know, it's trickier than it should be because of 4x's. But again, that's pretty nice. Now, I'm not sure. Let's just check quickly to see. I don't believe Al's page will have updated yet, but we can just do a quick check. Boom. Oh, it has. So there you go. So now 846 is my championship total. You'll see that I've got essentially every race is like in the one. Virginia was my weakest. Was the first time there with the 97. Okayama long was my strongest, which with 115. And even that could have been higher if I had not run the last 6 races, because those last 6 races counted the 106, and that made the 106 and the 108 results count, whereas they wouldn't have otherwise. But so now the goal right now. So here's the deal. So I've got 3 free races in this quiver, and by free I mean there's no way my score can go down. It can only go up in terms of the championship. And I'm definitely going to be running probably 8 or 12 or maybe even more. Really just kind of depends, because it's fun. For those of you who've never done this, it's really fun. I'm assuming everybody who watches this has, and you know what I'm talking about. But you know, the Roscogan, that safety rating here, Roscogan, that loss of 142 is very aggravating, and it's all right here in races 12 to 7, 12 to 15, and 17, 18. But all right, so what are we gonna do now here? We're gonna wrap this. Oh, I didn't even show you this, did I? There you go. Dang it, I gotta get better at this. Get better at that too. All right, we'll see you cats next race.